Nope. We got another super chat. Holy cow. You guys aren't letting us go. All right. They're paying for it. We're going to answer it. A bunch of fellas in my writing group up have all hull delamination issues with their Nano FX hulls. Yamaha won't warranty. Insurance says manufacturer defect. What's your suggestion? Yamaha uses paint. Yamaha also uses an inferior paint adhesion primer. Yamaha's paint is eggshell thin, and it is super susceptible to any sort of friction. And I'm talking the bunks of your damn trailer will wear the paint off. All right. I mean, Greg Gaddis made jokes that he goes, the second time he took his ski off the trailer, there was blue paint on the carpeted bunks. And a lot of guys who have wheeled trailers or rubber wheeled floating docks, they'll say the same damn thing. The Nano XL hull, like on the GP, flexes. It's not necessarily weak, but it oil cans, it cavitates. All right. Paint can flex when it is filled with an additive. There's what's called a flex additive. And I've had ass clowns in the comment section saying that doesn't exist. I'm like, clearly you've never worked on any sort of plastic bumpers from the 80s, because those plastic garbage urethane bumpers would distort in the sun, but the paint would actually stay on it. But because of the EPA, suddenly paint doesn't adhere anymore, and it's brittle because a bunch of hand-wringing, whiny freaking liberals like, the paint's toxic. Well, don't eat it. All right? But nevertheless, you can find paints with a flex additive, but Yamaha won't pony up to buy decent paint that has a flex additive, and they sit there and they plug their ears and they cover their eyes and they go, nothing's wrong, nothing's a problem.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of issues here. So we've spoken about this before, Kevin, and I think obviously you've done your research and what you're saying is 100% true, but I've actually owned a couple of FXs. I also had delamination, and I think while some delamination might be triggered by riders approaching their trailer, riding the trailer and striking one of the bunks or one of the rollers or the sleds, but the spine or the bow of my FX started to break away like bricks. It looked like sort of pavers in an old European city. Like there's a good, how's my maths? 10 centimeters, maybe up to just less than a foot, say 6 to 9 inches of sort of brickwork. They were just ready to fall out. And I luckily spotted it before I hit the water the next day. It was during a week-long ocean ride. And they actually took that hull away and they tested the material because they were trying to come up with a new repair method. This is both, I think, Yamaha and the insurer. And so the next time I saw my ski, it had like a 20-cent piece or 1 inch diameter hole drilled through it so they could look at the material. So I think, and I've seen quite a few of the older Yamaha FX hulls. So this is 2019 to 2021 before they switched to the SMC fiberglass. So I think there's an issue there. In Australia, I don't know where this listener is calling from, but in Australia, certainly some customers have caught between a bit of a wrestle between Yamaha Insurance and Yamaha Australia wanting to, whether it's an insurance claim or a warranty claim. And I have seen instances where some vessels have been looked at and repaired under warranty and some vessels have been paid out on insurance. And I do really feel for this customer because Yamaha obviously must have figured out there was some kind of issue because they've since, from 2022 onwards, switched to that stronger, heavier SMC fiberglass material. But I guess what he's asking, Yamaha said no for warranty. The insurance said no, it's a manufacturing defect. So these guys are blaming each other. So I would be inclined to have another go back to the dealer and get the dealer's advice because the dealer would certainly have seen this before. And often the warranty discussion can come down to the relationship the dealer has with the manufacturer. And they can say, hey, we've seen this guy's trailer. He hasn't smashed it against the bunks, or it's in a spot where we don't suspect that. Can you help us out here? But unfortunately, this poor customer's left in the middle. And I really, again, I don't understand how US law works, but I do know they do get fixed in Australia, either under warranty or insurance. There's certainly a discussion. It's helpful that Yamaha also has an insurance division here. So at the end of the day, Yamaha's paying for it somehow, whether it goes through the insurance budget or the warranty budget. It is very frustrating for consumers, but certainly initially Yamaha wasn't aware or wasn't thinking this was a serious problem, but it has been so many instances now that thankfully Yamaha has done the right thing and certainly either fixed it through warranty or insurance. So I know that's not answering Chris's question directly, but given your knowledge, more intimate knowledge of how Yamaha USA works, assuming this customer's from the US, this viewer is from the US, what would you recommend they do if they're caught between the canyon of those two?
What was explained to me by one of the leading Yamaha wave runner and Yamaha boat dealer in the world, Cycle Springs Power Sports, was when a warranty claim is submitted, when a customer comes in and says, my ski no worky, thing broken, don't know what happened. What that dealership does, that dealership sends one of its employees out who has been trained and will take a series of photographs. He will write up a report, and that report will give his assessment, and that assessment gets filed to Yamaha Warranty. Yamaha Warranty looks at the pictures, chooses to either agree or disagree with the assessment of the dealership, and then makes a judicial decision off of that, whether they'll say, okay, we'll do it, or no, we're not going to do it. And then that gets returned or bounced back to the dealership. The dealership has to report the bad news. So when I have people say, oh, Yamaha Warranty denied me, the reality is that 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, it's because the guy who wrote it up, who worked at that dealership, wrote in the report, this clown clearly hit something and tore the guts out of his freaking hull, and he's trying to warranty the damn thing.
With that in mind, is it worth, Chris, I'm assuming Chris is in the US, is it worth Chris contacting Yamaha customer service in the US?
I would agree.
To get some guidance and say, listen, I'm not getting any traction with the insurance company. I'm not getting any traction with the dealer. I know you want to send me back to the dealer. Please, can I just email someone there at your warranty department a bunch of photos? Ask me whatever you want. I can take photos of my trailer. I can take photos of my ski. Please don't leave me in the lurch here, because this is really frustrating. No one can afford to just go out and buy another ski. And this customer might not be able to afford, and nor should they if it's a warranty claim, need to fix it. It's one or the other. Either it's an insurance problem, insurance needs to pay up, or it's a warranty problem and warranty needs to pay up. The customer shouldn't be out of pocket here.
I agree. So their next step of recourse would be to choose one of two actions. One, go back to their dealership and plead their case again. Or contact Yamaha customer service. And do exactly as Joshua said, and that is, ask them, tell me what you need me to do. I'll do whatever you ask, but I did not hit a log. I did not run up a beach at 30 miles an hour. I did not pull my ski up the bunks under throttle. Tell me what to do about this.
And it may be the case, if it's convenient for Chris to leave his ski at the dealership, and the next time the local area manager for that dealership is swinging by, or the warranty manager for Yamaha, or the service manager for Yamaha for that area can swing by. I know that's happened in Australia. Here we go. Still up the screen.
He writes, I'm in the US. I've gone up the chain at Yamaha. They still said no. The Delamination is a giant section. and so deep in areas that it's in danger of sinking the boat. Probably 10 millimeter square foot of delamination.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah. Well, I'd be going back to the insurance company and say, get it in writing. The Yamaha saying it's not a manufacturing fault. But this is a horrible situation. Hopefully, I'm going to go back with the dealer. You know, dealers can't do magic, but this is not the first time a dealer would have had this dilemma. So I would be going back to the dealer, Chris, and just please plead your case again, and drop Kevin a line on his website on email.
No,
and he
no,
maybe direct you somewhere if that doesn't
don't
work.
you dare!
Uh,
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't want any part of that.
We're trying to help a guy out here. We'll see.
What you need to do is find a Better Business Bureau lawyer.
There you go.
And have him write a letter on his stationery to the dealership and to the insurance agency and to Yamaha, and go, my client has done everything appropriate, and now we're gonna get inappropriate.
There you go. And I won't read out your email address. There you go.
I'm easy to get a hold of. If they don't know how to type in info at Watercraft Journal, I don't know what to do.
Good luck, Chris. Hope it works out.
Yeah, sorry to hear it, man. That really sucks. And I hate it because it's like people buy Yamaha because Yamaha had, the reliability name behind it.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you're like, dude, it's the devil,
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's
got its warts. Cowie's got its warts. Yamaha's got its warts.
What I'll say with Sea-Doo, though, Sea-Doo will jump onto something. So the debris removal system, sure, they had to have a couple fixes, and skis were leaving themselves parked. Like, they had no drive. You were bobbing in the water. So that's a pretty serious defect. But I will say, in Sea-Doo's defense, they got onto that as quickly as they could. I was a little bit frustrated that it's taken 2 years for Yamaha to address the fuel gauge issue. I'm a little bit frustrated that it's taken some time for Yamaha to address the fuel injector wire issue. You can almost set your watch certainly on the HOs when the fuel injector wire just has enough sort of bounce in it that it would just crimp. Like, guys, spend 20 cents per connector instead of 15 cents per connector, and the problem solved. Now, I know why. I think I know why Yamaha took a while to fix that, because there's a whole new injector rail for the 1.9, so they have used new parts. So they'd rather just fix those under warranty. By the way, it's $2,000 Australian to fix these faulty injector wires on the 1.8. Yeah, it's insane. You often don't have stock. So I guess I'm frustrated that it does take some time to fix some of these issues. But yeah, sadly, none of them are perfect. I watched a technician change a carbon seal on a Sea-Doo. Man, that's a tough job. I would hate to be.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.